Welcome once again to U-Boat. Today I'm going to be recording a mine laying for the last mine laying mission for the new update 1941. It ends on January 1st, 1941. I don't think they're actually 1941, so it's still 1939. But this actual set of missions finishes in 1941, so they've got a time limit on it. So, excuse me, so I'm going to get all the time limit ones out of the way first and record them for you guys, and hopefully it's good reference for you if you get stuck on anything, or you know, just you want to watch and see what type of activity or, you know, enemy activity you'll have to avoid to get in there. It's changed from where before the update. Now, before you used to be able to click a button and it would release all the mines and easy, you know, happy days, easy happy days. Now you have to manually launch all the mines and make sure they're loaded and stuff like that. And this is on 77% difficulty, realism. So, and most of that's cosmetic stuff that I've turned off or on. And so the destroyers are quite hungry and they can hear you, so you've got to be more cunning, I'm finding, which is not a problem. You're still invisible. You're still invisible until they're actually looking for you, or they hear you. So if you're well ahead of them and you're making no noise coming up to them, it is practically the same. So I'm going to head out today and show you what it's all about. Here we go. This is where we're coming now. This is the final mission for the mine laying near Cardiff. I've done the other two. I wanted to have a look at those. I've had to change my flotilla out here because I found all the missions were basically out here, so out this side, so there's nothing really been sent to this side of anywhere around here that I can see. But as soon as I do have a mission out this way, I will be moving back over, and I'm quite eager to explore this part of the map. I haven't been out there before. Whether that happens or not, it's quite large. So the Gulf of Finland, you know, it's Baltic Sea. Bring it on! Come on, we love that. So right, let's get out there, and it must be with the new expansion. I dare say with the new boats, that's where you will be going. I'm pretty certain of that, but I don't know for sure yet.
Slow ahead.
So here we go. Well, let's get out there and slow ahead at the start, because you don't want to be bashing into anything and doing unnecessary damage. I should have all my food, supplies all sorted out now. Yeah, pretty good. Not too bad. Load that food up. I've worked out the HQ now. I've just had to, you have to go now. This slot here is managed by the High Command. They put in what they think you should need in here, but this one here, I get to choose what I want. I had to actually go to the shore manager guy there and actually pay some reputation to get this turned on for the HQ. Now, obviously, I'm going to go with decoys straight away. I've got about 2 reputation. I've had to spend a few reputation points on getting my officers up. So now I've got 7 officers, 3 engineers, 2 technicians, and 2 watch officers. I've changed my boat around. I've altered the look of it. This is now the Jolly Roger, the pirate sort of side of things, which is how I feel when I'm out here, a proper pirate. So and nothing is more lethal than a pirate, they say. So at the end of the day, we're going to have some go out there, get these mine laying quests out of the way, or missions out of the way, and then hopefully sink a few boats in the process. But the last two have not been easy. When you get there, they've got so many destroyers hanging around and everything, but you'll soon see that, because as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to set course up to, we're going up around the top. We're not going through the English Channel to get there. Even though this is probably a shorter route, it's much easier going this way. You don't have to going the English Channel way at the moment. I could do, but I don't have a snorkel or anything like that, so I'm just going to keep this the easy way, and plus there's quite a lot of merchant ships up there, so, and it doesn't take too much more fuel. It's actually quite economical to go up that direction, so it's well worth the trip.
Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
I've organised the crew again. I've turned it down to 2 shifts, which I was showing you on the way out, and that's just solely so I can get the 10 men up per shift per time. I have like 20 crew, you see, and having the 3 shifts, it's like who gets up and who stays in bed. You know, it's it's better off just getting 10 up, 10 down, 10 up, 10 down.
Bearing 315 degrees.
I don't know what that would be around
Torpedo
here,
in tube 5 maintained.
but that can't be anything to worry about at this stage.
Full ahead.
The shifts will be working quite well now with the 3 engineers. I've got 2 that are alternating. They're going to be purely designed for working on the engine and loading up torpedoes, not maintaining them. The middle one here, Hoffman, he's going to be into maintaining torpedoes, he's going to be into making salvage parts, he's going to be into engineering for blowing up ships without using... I'm going to have, this time, I'm going to have Hoffman here. He's going to be like the fly engineer. He's going to learn all the other stuff instead of... Normally I have all 3 doing exactly the same thing because it makes a strong crew. The middle one here, Hoffman, he's going to be slightly different this time. He's going to be the fly. He's going to have all the skills that I don't normally carry on the boat, and that should create a situation where I get far better sort of dynamics there, where I can do a lot more things, and I haven't had that for a while, so I have used them in the past, but I'm just going to have these 2 here on either side. They're going to be just the same. They're going to be mirroring each other and working on alternate shifts, and like I say, the fly here, Hoffman, he's going to be doing that. I'm going to probably have the 2 technicians, because they are split shifts, they're going to be working the same, doing the same thing, and then the watchman, same thing again. Obviously the skipper, which is the grunter, he's going to be the main man. They'll all have their own individual skills at this stage, but I might switch the crew up to get a linguistic who can speak many different languages, which is very handy, and then obviously there's a few other talents out there that I might switch it up for, but these guys go back into the HQ there, and you can send them on HQ missions all the time, so they are handy keeping them. So building up their XP right now and getting them skilled up, not a problem. It's easy to do, it's very quick, and you can actually train them later in the game. So, well worth the worry, but I'm going to save it very shortly, and then we're going to compress time out to Cardiff here, which is through this way.
Set a course to these coordinates.
into the big water.
Set a course to these coordinates.
I'm going to save that now. Always save it. Oh, I've had a few weird situations with an update. I've been attacked by 30 planes. Hit my boat. Oh, must have been 2 missions ago. Honestly, I almost died. I had time compression on, and they practically sunk the boat, and that was just because I had time compression on, and it was way over here by this particular part. So I've got to be very careful now, because these planes are flying around and they're deadly. And this is at the start of the war now, which has not happened so far. And usually at the start of the war there's practically no planes whatsoever, not this far out to sea. But they might have come from this port here, I'm not too sure, but yeah, they almost had me. But anyway, here we go. I've saved it. Let's move it on up. There's a ship down here, I think.
We're in shallow waters, Captain.
There must be something close by. Oh, there we go. Right, ready to... Must be something close by. Oh, there she goes.
Another U-boat has just reported a possible target within our range.
Another U-boat has just reported a possible target within our range.
Final smoke.
Bearing 40 degrees.
We do not have torpedoes easily used at the moment. We're full of mines, and I'll show you. These are all mines. Obviously I can't use them, they're for a mission, and so the torpedoes are at the back, and we've got the rear bow or stern torpedoes. We've got 2 of those, so if we need to, we really have them, but not looking for ships right now.
Report sent.
Alarm! Merchant ship in sight. Bearing
everyone.
35 degrees.
We'll get through this.
Merchant ship in sight. Not really bothered about that right now for the sinkage.
Merchant ship, 30 degrees.
Merchant. Let's have a look at that. Yep. Empire Life. Yeah, let's take it out. On the way.
Flank ahead.
Flank.
Man the attack.
Attack periscope. Get these guys on observation. And now we're going to get this guy on the calculator.
I could use some help over here.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
I need some help here. Yes,
Let's
sir. I'm on
get
it.
these stern torpedoes heated up, ready to go. And
Affirmative.
we're going to set these guys up to target this boat.
Calculate torpedo course.
They can't escape, you know. This sub here will go faster than their boat, so yeah, there's no escape for them. But it's whether I want to spend too much time mucking around with these, because it's like doing the mine missions at the moment is like you've got to sneak in there. There's none of this just sail on in, drop the mines and sneak, just leave. It's not like that. You've got to sneak in, you've got to drop the mines carefully, and then you've got to get out, sneak out, you know. And That's basically what the mission is. Not to worry, we don't want to know about those. They're miles away now. So,
Torpedo and tube 5 maintained.
they've spotted us, but they do not have any way of defending themselves, as far as I know.
Battle stations. We know the drill. Let's turn the fuels on these hunters, shall we?
Going at top speed right now.
Captain, you've been spotted. It won't be easy. We've survived worse. Let's stay calm.
We could get on the deck gun, but there's no point. You know, we're only just going to do a drive past, and as we're going past, we're going to be shooting a torpedo at them. Basically, that's all going to be going on with this particular situation.
Change course.
We're at 99 target, so there's very little chance we're going to miss these guys. So, in fact, I'm just going to roll on down. Hi, how you going? Hope you got some dinghies. Yeah, it's a beautiful island in the background there, looking good.
Change course.
Here we go, let's target.
Flood tube 5. Change course.
Tube 5 flooded.
Right. Edge course.
Dead slow ahead. Faster, faster.
See how they're moving away. Their nose is going away the opposite
Dead slow
direction.
ahead.
Now it's coming back my way. Right. That's when you get them. You do not shoot the torpedo when they're starting to angle away from you, because you'll miss 9 times out of 10. So this is at 4. Let's kick it at 3.5 meters steep, and the speed, we're not going to worry about that for the time being, but
40 seconds to impact.
right, let's have a look at this. Oh great, look at that. Fish is in the water.
30 seconds. 20
Because he's
seconds.
not angling away and he's coming in, the nose is coming around to you,
10
it
seconds
hits
to
practically
impact.
every time. Full stop.
All engines stop.
And we're waiting for the serious damage. He's loading up the next torpedo. They do not look like they're going to last. Even though there's not fire on deck,
Tube 5 loaded.
as you can see, they're getting closer and closer, getting... apparently from the patch, I don't know if I've read it properly. I had a few comments there. I've mentioned a few things on my content. It wasn't quite right, as in regards
The ship.
to tonnage. You're getting tonnage for merchant ships, or not just the merchant ships, but for warships. You do get the tonnage now, but I'm pretty sure it does say merchant or trade ships is what you're actually targeting. Not in this particular situation. I'm here to do mines, but I think you do get a lot. You do get the tonnage now actually added onto your end score, which is important. Well, to me, that's sunk. Now, what does it still do in floating?
Change course.
Let's go pick up their officer anyway.
Set a course to these coordinates. Alarm canceled.
I'm only actually,
Captain, we have reached our target.
I only pick up their officers at the start now. Oh, pick up all. For the simple reason is I don't want to clog the boat up with, because you could just fill it with, you know, the sailors from other boats you sink, and you can fill them.
All engines stop.
Give me here's some potatoes. You'll be chewing on those later while you're waiting for the rescue.
The crew evacuates the ship.
They're not dropping anything. I'm not sure. You know, half of me wants to actually sit here and wait for it to, even though this is not my mission, this boat, is how long does it take for this thing to go down? Because obviously the water's running over the top now. It's just a matter of time, you'd expect. In fact, what we're going to do on this one, we're going to leave it.
Torpedo in tube 5.
I want to see if I get credit for this, even though I've sailed
They're
away.
sinking.
Ah, they've gone. Just like that.
Sent.
I've got to test that out because they did say something about that in the patch, so they didn't drop anything valuable. I'll have to have a read of it properly. I just flicked through it quickly. I must apologise for that.
Change course. Full ahead. Set a
On
course
to
these
Cardiff.
coordinates. Change course.
We've been notified by a nearby U-boat of a probable target in the area.
Yep, like I say, we're not after those other missions. We've just got to get these mines done this time. This is the last one for the actual reward for doing this particular, the 3 mine, is actually all of your crew, every single one, gain a buff which increases their aiming capacity, I think, or some type of thing like that. So it is well worth knocking these out.
Funnel smoke, bearing 105 degrees. Merchant ship, 100 degrees.
Look at this. See, now if we'd gone through this way, we are the predator. We are the predators coming out this way, because there's not many like patrols. There's nothing to stop us from sinking all these merchants. But when you come round this way through the English Channel, you become the prey. And believe you me, there's planes, there's destroyers, gangs of them. There must have been 20 destroyers last time I came down here, and that was no fun at all. I was hiding from them the whole way, and without the snorkel, you're trapped down there. You're underwater. You're hiding from them at the bottom of the of the channel, and just all quiet and blue light on and all of that, and yeah, so it's much nicer. I know it's a bit further to travel, but coming up around here, unless you get a few, you'll sink a few boats, and you'll be the predator and not the prey. But yeah, it's much nicer. I've set up here some of the best times I've actually had of sinking in fleets was around this side here, where my pointer is on my mouse is, and along here. I've sunk hundreds of ships down here, hundreds. It's well worth it. But when you get down this side, round here, down this part near the channel, that's when you really, and even round here, that's when you got all the aircraft coming your way. You've got one ship after another destroyer looking for you. You know, it's hot down that way. So the point is I'm trying to make is that if you pick your spots carefully, you will get that tonnage. You will have a great time. But if you go into the wrong area, you're asking for it, and you've got to play the game of cat and mouse. And even experienced players, even someone like myself that's used to this game, I still fall for things from time to time. I turn my water pump on too early, or my ventilator, and I thought there was no one around me, and all of a sudden there'll be a ship that's been sitting stationary, not making a noise. I haven't heard them. My radio operator's not fully skilled up yet, so there's stuff like that. So we'll catch you out, but just make sure you save your game regularly. It doesn't matter what goes on in this game. You could make mistakes. You can do this. If you're saving your game regularly, then there's always an answer there. You can start. You can always load that up again, and it's no fun when you can't. It's a nightmare because it takes you ages to get out someplace, and and then it's all over. It's a wasted trip. You may spend hours getting out that way and sneaking around or doing something, clever moves and stuff. So save that game. It's very important, this stuff.
Night lights.
Coming into Cardiff now, and expecting some resistance here. They've got this system where when you were doing the mines before, you could there was a button right here, and you got to the place and you just clicked it, and it would automatically release all your mines, and you just have to just move around at a very slow speed and settle your mines, and then that was the mission. You could just get out of there and it was done. But now you have to manually launch every single mine that you have, so it takes a while, and it's not precise. Well, it is precise as to what you're doing with it, but it's not as sort of convenient. It's you've got to really set your speed and stuff like that, and I'm going to show you how to do it just in case. It's going to be a good reference for anybody that's struggling with this particular mission. Okay, we're coming into... Right, I'm going to save it. Now there's no turning back, you see. Now I've got the save. I can do anything I want now. If you've got to remember to do that, it's the main thing with this particular part. I've got 24. In fact, probably I should be actually going into periscope depth. Oh, hang on. I'm going to stay above the water for this, because Oh,
to electric motor.
gone down. Right,
Blow the tanks.
let's take it back up again.
Switch to diesel engines.
Got to have someone on observation. There will be a plane or something coming up, but I just want to get it close so that
Set a course to these coordinates.
I don't have to rely on my stored air and my battery to get us out of there if we get into trouble. Okay, let's go down.
Maximum safe depth.
Maximum safe depth is all about the distance it'll take you down. It will not touch, it'll be the, you can still machine on it, you will not touch the actual bottom of the ocean floor. So if you want to take the boat down, so in emergency it will take you there so you can still travel at speed. Now if anything comes along, I'm going to be dropping right to the bottom of them, turning off all stop and going into slow, silent running and blue light and turning off the gyro compass, turning off the driving planes, you know, because they will make noise and so I don't want them to hear me. With the new update as well as destroyers everywhere, that's what will give you away more than anything is noise, so excessive noise. Now hydrophones, listening out for contacts.
Funnel smoke. Small group. Bearing 315 degrees. Ship
Their
map.
speed.
Bearing 345 degrees. Contrail. Bearing 180 degrees. Alarm! Aircraft approaching head-on. Bearing 185
We are
degrees.
submerged now, so if we were above the water, we'd be in serious trouble right now.
Contrail. Bearing
2
310
planes.
degrees. Current depth 10
All of
meters.
these are warships. They're just waiting for me. They're protecting this strip of water. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? They can't see me now. Luckily, I submerged. How
Give
deep
me
is
a
it?
current eco sounder reading.
Depth on their keel is 9 meters.
29 meters under the deck, under the keel, so we're in shallow water basically.
Set a course to these coordinates.
I'm just creeping in here,
Half ahead.
but you've got to keep in mind you've only got a certain amount of oxygen and only a certain amount of batteries, so you can't be mucking around for too long. Port defences, so we might be going into a minefield ourselves, you see. Closing in. That's probably close to 1, 2, 1, 4 to 9. probably 10-15 ships here just waiting. As soon as they know where I am, that I'm in this area, they will be hunting me, so I've got to think like that. So I've got to be creeping in there as quietly as possible. In fact, I shouldn't even have... I should be at that.
Maximum safe depth.
Maximum safe depth. Periscope down. I'll keep the one periscope up. What's this? The observation. That'll do.
I could use some help over here.
Skipper?
What are your orders, Captain? What are your orders, Captain?
Let's save it. I don't want to make a mistake on this one. I've got to get in right in front of all of them and drop all my mines and get out without them actually knowing I've been there.
Alarm! Enemy warships in sight. Bearing 320 degrees. Enemy warships in sight. Bearing
Oh,
350 degrees.
all stop. Oh no, they haven't. They haven't seen me yet.
Man the navigation station. Man the radio room.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at this stage. We've got 6 to 13 over there, and they're closing in. As you can see, if you go to visibility, right, oh, I've got to turn off
Captain.
that, silent running. Now we're running silent. As you can see, they have not detected me, even with the noises that I was making before. I'm running at about forward 3, which is half speed. I think that's the cumulative 2.
Enemy warships in sight. Bearing 50 degrees.
They can't hear me. If I came in here on the flank or full speed, they would hear me. And the moment they hear you, it's red alert. And away we go. I've got no decoys, no snorkel, I've got no... The only real defense I have is my invisibility underwater. But as soon as you lose that, they'll just blow you up. So, here we go. What speed do we, distance we got? Yeah, all stop.
All engines stop. Dive to.
Dive to the bottom of the ocean. Everything's running quiet.
Current up 15 meters.
Hmm?
20 meters.
We're in the shallows, so we cannot have any noise. If we turn a pump on, if we turn a ventilator on, if we make any type of noise whatsoever, it'll be all over. Now we've got to wait here until they pass over the top of us. Otherwise, that's all we have. should even be able to see their hulls, because they're going to come right over the top. Kilometers now. Right, we should be able to see them. I'll be coming from this side. What am I doing? Must be very close right now. Yep, just a little bit out of our view. Out of our vision. Over here someplace. Ah, this one's closer. Look at them all. Because we're on the bottom of the ocean floor, that we've got a very good chance of survival, even though we're totally outnumbered. If you have a gap between you and the floor, the ocean floor, then they can see you. They can hear you.
Maximum safe depth.
Current depth, 15 meters.
They're coming in. We're going to have to do the same thing for these guys, but we're going to try and make it a little bit closer.
All ahead.
10 meters.
Looking good. Closing in now. They're very close, in fact. We want to get to this point and then go all stop.
All engines stop.
All stop.
Dive to 245 meters.
25 meters.
Now we're waiting for a bit of a time bit of a gap there for them to go by or do whatever they have to do. This one's nearly on top of us. It's just about here. It can't be too far away. Okay, let's go to maximum safe depth.
5 meters. Affirmative.
Attack periscope. Periscope.
I need some help here. Affirmative. Consider it done, sir.
Yeah, we're going to go forward 1.
Dead slow ahead.
Dead slow.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2.
These are
Flood
the
tube
mines that
3.
just heated up and got ready
Flood
to.
tube 4.
Tube 2 flooded. Tube 3 flooded. Tube 4 flooded.
Fire!
Mines. 4. Five, 6, 7. Anyway, not gonna count the whole lot to 18.
All engines stop.
I need some help here. Yes, sir. I'm on it.
He's now loading up the final mines. We need another 6 more, and then we should be good to sneak on out of here. The air is not looking that great. 68%, but our battery is fantastic. Because we waited for as long as possible before we went down to maximum safe depth, it's allowed us to save as much of our battery as possible. let's go have a look firsthand what's going on down here. Oh, wrong way. Come on, you guys, get them loaded.
Three loaded.
Move! Schnell! Schnell!
Alarm canceled.
2-1 loaded. Two loaded.
Okay. Yep, 3 are there. That's you've got to be moving to release
Dead slow ahead.
the mines.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
2-1 flooded. 2-2 flooded.
Fire!
Three more. We're going to drop the full lot. We don't really want to carry the mines back all the way back to the flotilla.
Change course. Full ahead. Set a course to these coordinates.
Now that we've completed this part of the mission, we've got to the last part. So we've got to get out of here
And the radio
without
relay.
being spotted.
Report sent.
Leave the area, it says here. Moving away, so we want to follow them.
Set a course to these coordinates. Man the navigation station.
I need some help here.
Alarm! Take your positions. I need some help here.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
I could use some help over here. Yes, sir. I'm on it.
Let's take it off silent so those guys can start loading up. Now they're naturally loading up the torpedoes, getting it ready. They're doing that by themselves now. I'll quickly show my new, with the 7 officers, I've recalibrated all their tasks. I'm just going to show you quickly, so of interest, any interest to anyone. Like I've said on one of my probes, first aid's number 1, priority for the technicians, and for the engineers loading up torpedoes, it's number 1 for me with those guys, and calming someone down in a situation. Those are the main priorities to have. All the rest you can prioritize however you like, but obviously sleep. As you can see, normally they have to sleep on the highest, highest priority, but that's not the way you should be doing it, in my opinion, and it doesn't work well with the actual dynamics on the team, on the crew. Always have that down as a high priority, but not the main priority, because these things are far more important than you getting your nap time in, because you know, those jobs are very quick, the ones that are priorities, and they won't be keeping them out of the bed for too long, so they won't be working them into exhaustion. I've turned these down to 3 because my officers can actually do these particular tasks, because now I have 7, and the scheduling system, I now have 2 shifts, 6 hours on, 6 hours off, 6 hours on, 6 hours off, and that's going throughout everything, except for with my 3 engineers. I've got them at certain times, they will have overlapping, so that these guys have got there's only this particular time of the day and this one that there's only 1 engineer on, but I could tweak it down to time, so you're 3 hours on, 3 hours off, and have this type of malarkey where the middle one was 6 and 3, 3, then 3, 3. But that adds a lot of problems to them. It's giving them 6 hours on, 6 hours off. There's plenty of rest, you know, and that's what it's all about, really. And then you come down, I've got the 10 sailors on for the first shift, the second shift 10 sailors. I've got 2 the officers, the watch officers, have got 2 sailors coming in to help them, because remember, one of these should be asleep, the other one's on, so they've always got 2 guys with them, and these, you know, and the technician, radio men, technician, hydrophoners, they've always got 1 guy, so when they come out of into their shift, they automatically start with 1 or 2 guys, you know. So the engineers, they've always got 2 guys. Sometimes you won't when it's not in red alert, but it's not a problem. Yeah, this is only for when you compress time, as far as I am concerned. It's just gives them a routine that's sort of workable. You don't want them wasting diesel. But anyway, I've got 1 available point on the crew, but I've got no sea wolves at the moment, so that I know of, and I only really give these specialization points to those guys. Getting back to tasks, I've turned, as you can see, I've turned cleaning down to 2. That usually, if you turn one of these shifts off on the cleaning, you will start to get a lot of seawolves. It seems to do it, and that's the only difference. Just take one of the cleaning things and they'll start getting angry, and then don't send them on vacation very often. And then you will start pumping out seawolves. I had 16 seawolves on one mission one time, and I've actually put it on, it's actually on my channel, it's on one of my videos there. I got 16 to 17 seawolves in one mission. A lot of unhappy people, but at least I got a lot of those guys, and once you've got a few seawolves in your crew, you know that it doesn't matter what happens, that they can take it, you know, they're tough. So there we go. Oh, and because the planes, this plane scenario that happened with the 30 planes bombing my ship to absolute smithereens, I've had to change the boat dive schedule to 2 on, 2 off, 2 on. That's just for time compression. If you set it up on time compression, they might go 1,000 miles. You just want them to dive for 2 hours, then surface dive. It saves fuel because they're using electric engines and then recharging, you see. So it does save fuel. You go further, and you're not visible to planes, so it's giving you a fighting chance, a 50-50. You might want to change this to suit, because I could probably do 4 and then 2, 4, 2, something like that. But after seeing close to 30 planes in the sky, you know, it was obviously some type of bombing run or raid they were doing, these planes, and I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I've got it filmed there somewhere, but I didn't publish it on my channel. It wasn't too good. It wasn't very good content. So Anyway, I've got this is the crew, and yeah, I want to see. I've got the Portuguese, I've got the English speaker. Just get a linguistic. You know, one linguistic will do the whole job. You can send him to boats, talk to merchants. You can communicate with anybody. I've got 3 officers. I'm not sure if I've actually, yeah. But anyway, that's that quickly. They're moving away. So now all I have to do, I'll be ending the video as soon as I have left the area and it's mission complete. And
Tube 3 loaded.
that shouldn't be too far away, but you never know. Moving away. We're not running silently right now, so
Night lights. Regular
in fact,
lights.
we could possibly go normal light. With the realistic builds, you've got to check your water. Check, you know, your bilge regularly. I would not. When you forget about it, you suffer. You'll do a long time compression, and then your boat be half submerged.
3 maintained. Captain, we have reached our target. Current depth 30 meters.
Now I'm gonna do
Torpedoing
a.
tube 5
I've
maintained.
got to get
10 meters.
close to this part down here, because this is the main part where they come down this way. But
Set a course to these coordinates.
I don't want
Half ahead.
to be going too fast coming out of here. Not at this stage. Although oxygen's running out. In fact, let's go to periscope.
Periscope depth. Affirmative.
I may have to surface the boat quickly to get some oxygen.
Captain, we're periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Hmm?
Yeah, we've got to get away from these guys. Funnel smoke over this side here, so probably I want to steer it. Yeah, very close. Just gonna have to keep going at this. Down
Set a course
this
to these
way.
coordinates. Man the navigation station. Enemy warships in sight. Bearing 295 degrees. Enemy warships in sight. Bearing
Yeah, they're coming.
275 degrees.
Ah, mission
Great work,
complete.
Captain. We've dealt a major blow to the enemy.
But we can't complete the mission yet because we're surrounded. Move it away.
Set a course to these coordinates. Decks awash.
Report set.
Full stop. We're going to have to surface the boat
Blow the tanks.
quickly.
Affirmative. Consider it done, sir.
Set an engineer on the
Switch to diesel engine.
right. It is.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Back
Periscope
down.
down.
Back down. No.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations. Switch to electric motors. Full ahead.
I don't think they spotted us. I didn't. They didn't even know we were there, I don't think. We're just going to get the heck out of here because I had to get up there before. I didn't realize they were that close. High speed.
Change course.
Let's change course.
Dead
and
slow ahead.
drop our speed. Now we've got oxygen anyway. Air quality's good. So
Slow ahead.
you know, that's the hardest part doing this content, is that you think you're good or everything's going, your recording's great, and then it turns to custard basically, and
Torpedo in tube 1.
you end up. Oh, is that where it was? Right there, oh, did not know, did not see them. All stop. Cancel. Stop.
All engines stop. Dive to 155 meters.
Silent running. Current depth 5 meters. Blue lights.
I've got to hide quickly. They're coming.
Aye, I'll take care of it.
15 meters.
They're looking for me. What's yeah.
Current depth 25 meters.
They are not at action stations, right? Sorry, battle stations. Action stations. They are not at battle stations right now, so that is a good sign. Oh, look how many there are. That's 1, 2, 3. Whoa, there's a whole lot of them. Glad I got the oxygen now, because this would be the part of the game where if I didn't get that and they came through like this and I had to hide from them, I would be in trouble.
Maximum safe depth. Current depth 10 meters. All engines stop.
They're moving away. Let's go periscope depth, and that should be the mission. I could sneak out here properly.
Ready for surface observations.
They're moving away now, which is a good sign.
Full ahead.
Ah, there we go. Oh well. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this helped. And it's just all about evading and being sneaky or quiet or before the time. Because believe you me, even doesn't matter how good a player you are, you could be the best, and you make too much noise when they're close by without actually doing all the other stuff and working out where they are. Just like before, you saw I surfaced to get oxygen, and that was a major mistake. So it's just the simplest things like that, but you've just got to be able to concentrate on that stuff. So I hope this helps somebody, and that's a mining mission done. It's all finished. Thanks so much.